too. She was the one who kindled my love of the old tales and legends.
My mother's stories curdled my blood and haunted my dreams. No little girl wants to hear about the wilder men her mother took to her bed, using them till they were spent, then killing. No little girl wants to be told.
Bad dreams, huh? Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight. I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too. That's what I'm here for. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Yes? Something you need? Yes? What's on your mind? I knew this would... In it, I fell. And the darkness drew me in. I have had dreams when I was... It was as though the Maker stretched out it. I suppose you will. I know what I know.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fennick at your I saw your camp and thought to myself, what safer place to rest for? I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes? I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount. If there's anything I can do for you, please. I am originally from... I ran a fairly successful business. Out, they say, the Darkspawn. But we would one. They were met. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles, they're touchy like that. Well, the lost ties. Bribed the guard that was what? Yeah. Now, is there anything the boy or I'm sure.
What do you wish of me? We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. I am here. Why? Do you wish me to leave? I can do so if you prefer. Then I assume... What do you wish of me? We are in camp, so Why? Do you wish me to... If I wanted to leave, then I would go. I remain, so do... What do you wish of me? If you must. Why do you ask me such questions? I do not probe you for pointless information, do I? Beg pardon, then, while I jump for... What is it you asked? If I grew up in the... For many... In time, I grew curious. I was unfamiliar with so much. So confident and bold was I, yet there was much that Flemeth could never... Equal parts daring. Only once was I... He pointed and gasped and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse. The point... Not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me. To begin with, yes. There were many nuances. I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but that... Yes. Well, let's get on with it before the ground opens up.
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. He can fold lyric. It's a process. And there you have it.
You're a hard man. Where are my manners? The name... Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the... Really? But here I am carrying on what... But you see, but poor Duncan's... Well, as you know, my great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last warden. So King Arland banished the wardens. Duncan wanted to reclaim the old grey warden base, Soldier's Peak. Nobody's been assaulted. They say it's haunted, and it's certainly dangerous. Darkspawn surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy recruiting new wardens and meeting with good King Cailan. Duncan said he would help after the Battle of Ostagar. Said there might be useful things at the peak, but he never had the chance. Soldier's Peak is strategic, and he also hoped to recover...
Indeed.
Yes.
Enemy
Enemy's approaching!
No wonder you stopped from that. Very well.
You should run while you can. Let's make this quick.
It's begun.
Very well.
You will learn to fear me.
It's begun.
Very well.
As you say.
Injured.
Yes?
As in me. As in now.
At times, perhaps. A world full of people and buildings and things was all very foreign to me. If I wished companionship, I ran with the wolves and flew with the birds. If I spoke, 'twas for a time. I recall the first... I happened upon a noble. I snuck up behind her, and I saw what I... To teach me a lesson, Flemeth took the mirror and a fool. Beauty. Without those lessons, I would not be here today. Sorry. To return to you, I find...
Stop right there, outsider. The Dalish have camped in this spot. I suggest you go elsewhere, and quickly. I find that hard to believe. What business could we Dalish possibly have with a group like yours? A Grey Warden? How do I know you're telling the truth? I do not trust your word, but I shall allow the Keeper to decide for himself the truth of what you say. In the camp, I suggest you keep your hands to yourself, and remember that our arrows are still trained on you. Follow me.
I see we have guests. Who are these strangers, Mithra? I have precious little patience and less time to spend on outsiders today.
This one claims to be a Grey Warden and wishes to speak with the clan. I thought it best to leave the decision to you.
That was wise of you. Macirinus, Mithra, you may return to your post.
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zathrian, the keeper of this clan, its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are? Manners. From a Shemlin. Interesting. What might be your mission here? Have you come to spread news of the Blight? I had already sensed the corruption spreading in the south. The existence of the Blight is not news to me. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not.
Yes, it seems like you've had your own troubles. What are the odds?
I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me. The clan came to the Brecilian forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed us, and though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped. But we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry. The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great act. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself. And that would be no trivial task to retrieve. Within the Brazilian forest, if he is killed and his heart brought to me, I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan. I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brazilian forest. It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck. Then I suggest you see Master Verathorn. I will instruct him to put aside some supplies for you, the kind that the hunters use. I must return to caring for my...
How do they move these things through the forest?
Hello? I'm Kamen, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter. I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. You wouldn't understand. I've been an apprentice. She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. She will not bond with an apprentice, she says, and calls me a child. I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot. I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. You think I haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do. I suppose you could, but what good would that do? The situation hasn't... Really? I'm willing to try anything. I could reward you. If nothing else, you could sell it. It must be worth something in the human... Sirenas.
Andiran Atishan, outsider. You spoke to him? What did he say? Oh. I don't expect an outsider to... He's been a hunter apprentice for over 2 years now, and he's yet... Perhaps the creators do not wish us to bond. I cannot bond with an apprentice hunter. It does matter. I am sorry, but I will not rest my future on the advice of an outsider. This isn't about Kamen again, is it? No, I am... This isn't about Kamen again. What do you mean? I don't understand. You mean... Oh, that's quite just the two of us, you mean. You are not alone. No, I... Leave me alone.
There is nothing I can help you with.
Don't
Perhaps
hurt me!
You should speak to the Keeper, or Lanaya, his first.
So you are the Grey Warden who is supposed to save us? I never thought...
So, have you spoken to Gaina? It's fresh? It is. I have to go and see Gaina now. Gaina, I have wonderful news. I finally have my pelt.
Really? It is marvelous. But I thought you could not enter the forest.
I didn't. A wolf came out and
So you're a true...
We are both very grateful for the part you've played in bringing us together.
How marvelous you are. This is so wonderful.
Does anyone else feel the urge to
Here, take the book.
I am told you were instrumental in bringing our Cammon, not strictly speaking, though I'm certain it would have been better had Cammon got the pelt himself. But there's no real harm in what you did. They have reason. Since the day... Certainly. As...
What are you doing? You've warped the wood completely. Did you leave it...
No, Master Ver...
You're not smelting ore like a Durgan...
My action...
And so they should. Now then, please forgive my distraction, stranger. Is there something that you need? I am no... What do you wish? Yes, the keep... There is a large chest by the Araville, where I put everything we could spare. Feel free to sort through it and take whatever you need. What do you wish? There... but no matter. It is... You can only harvest the bark which is fallen. I excel in making blade. That would please me. So long as our... dog...
Andera Natetian, stranger. I am Athras. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you.
I would be the same.
It is not our intention to... I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brazilian forest. None of us are happy about this, but I shouldn't speak too much about this, especially with an outsider.
Won't you reconsider?
Very well. Zathrin, I am beginning... If I could just know if Delilah is alive, or what happened to her, then I have an ambition.
I trust there are no hard feelings about my question. If yours, not that. Had, but I...
So, let me get this straight. You were a cloistered sister?
You must have been a brother before you became a Templar, no?
I never actually became a Templar. I was recruited into the Grey Warden. before I took my final vows.
Do you ever regret leaving the Chantry?
No, never. Do you?
Yes. You may not believe it, but I found peace there. The kind of peace I've never known.
It used to get so quiet at the monastery that I would start screaming until one of the brothers came running. I would tell them that I was just checking. You never know, right?
No, I never did anything like that. I enjoyed the quiet.
Suit yourself. The look on their face was always priceless.
Looks like we might be in for another fight.
It shall be done.
Let's have at it! There is no glory in bloodshed!
Come and get it! What fear you shall pay!
It's begun.
The Watchwolves have spoken truly, my brothers and sisters. A Dalish and a human of all things, to repay us for our attack, to put us in our place. What bitter irony! You speak to Swiftrunner. I lead my curse. Tell them we will gladly watch them suffer the...
Be careful now!
Make a reserve!
Enough! The forest has eyes of its own, and it shall deal with you. You have been warned.
Yes? Something you need?
Even more dark spawn.
I shall do it.
Here they come.
As you say. As you say.
Run while you can. You will learn to fear me.
Yes?
If you must.
begun. I shall do it.
Run while you can!
Very well.
Defend yourself! Enough!
Quickly, we must fight!
Here comes trouble!
Oh no, you don't!
Make him praised!
More enemies ahead. It's begun. It's begun. No quarter shall be given. Very well.
Defend yourself! Alright, battle it is then!
Right. Next.
We must not exhaust our supplies. It shall be done. Very well.
What manner of beast be thee that comes before this elder tree? Ah, thou thou speakest of the others, how filled they are with hate, I apologize on their behalf. They cannot control their fate. Allow me a moment to welcome thee. I am called the Grand Oak, sometimes the Elder Tree.
It rhymes? 'Tis a rhyming tree. One can only imagine what manner of spirit is involved here.
And unless thou think'st it far too soon, might I ask of thee a boon? I have but one desire, to solve a matter very dire. As I slept one early morn, a thief did come and steal an acorn. All I have is my being, my seed. Without it, I am alone indeed. I cannot go and seek it out, yet I shall die if left without. My wooden skin has some magic, see? And part of it I can give to thee. Without my will, the wood is still. Pray, why wouldst thou kill a tree for nothing that's of use to thee? Thou darest threaten.
Oh, great. No wonder the stock of lunch.
I shall do as you say.
It's your time to die!
Take that!
I tried to be merciful,